welcome back to my channel. Who's excited? Thuy's come back to YouTube. I haven't filmed a makeup review in so long, guys. It's been months. I've missed you guys. I've missed this YouTube grind. This year, I am gonna get back to YouTube. I'm gonna try my best to upload at least an extra 2 to 3 videos a month. But I'm gonna try to slot in some more makeup videos, some more cooking videos, some more lifestyle videos, try on hauls. I'm bringing it all for 2022, okay? I've missed you guys so much. I've missed my YouTube family. It's time for me to get back on that grind. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the brand new Jaclyn Complexion products. She has just released a new skin tint. Perfect time for January. I feel like January, everyone always looks for that no makeup kind of look. And then something that I am super excited to play around with is the Jaclyn concealers. So if you guys want to see my thoughts on the new Jaclyn Complexion products, please keep watching. I'm back, bitches. First review of 2022. Whoop whoop! I have already done my eyeshadow. As you guys can see, I have no base makeup on right now, looking very bare. I'm not gonna lie, guys, my skin is not doing so well. I used a new primer from MAC, and oh my god, the next day when I woke up, I had so much congestion all around my T-zone where I put the primer. So never again. Now I'm dealing with all these breakouts. How annoying is that? This box is so beautiful. I love the imagery of this. When I have a brand one day, this is the exact type of imagery that I want for my brand. So nice, so sleek, all shades of ethnicity representing. Yes, I have tried quite a few things from Jaclyn Cosmetics. Some things I liked, some things I didn't like. I've done a review on my channel already with her liquid lipsticks, which wasn't the greatest if I'm honest, but I received a couple of other things from her, like her powders that I also reviewed on my channel, and I love the powders. Hopefully this is another win. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's like a freaking ring light up in this box. Shining, 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 yeah. So the tint is available in 12 shades, which is not that much, but I guess because it's a tint, you can kind of get away with like in between shades. It's $34. It is sheer, smooth, blurring coverage. That's what it's saying online. And apparently it's double duty. So it's a blurring primer and tinted moisturizer in one. You know, January is when the brands come out with the skin tints, the lightweight foundation. Everyone wants to have hardly any makeup in January. And here's me sitting here with a cut crease. And then the concealers are available in 35 shades, which is amazing. I feel like they've done a really good job with the amount of skin tones in there. I feel like it goes from really, really pale to really deep as well, which is great. That's what we want to see in 2022. It's a lightweight buildable medium to full coverage concealer. That's how I like my concealers. I like them full coverage, girl. We can do the medium as long as it's buildable. It is $26. Okay. First off, the colours that were sent in my PR package is a lot darker than I would have picked myself. So I definitely need to pick up like a lighter shade. They sent me like my skin tone colours, which is fine. But normally whenever I conceal, I always go for like 2 to 3 shades lighter, you know. So this is a first look at the concealers. This is the light medium range. Straight off the bat, I have to say that I really like how Jaclyn has really simplified the shades. You know, sometimes with brands, it's so hard to figure out what is the yellow undertone, what is the pinky undertone, the NC, the NW. Sometimes it gets really confusing. In her range, it literally goes light medium pink, light medium peach, or there's a light medium yellow. Same goes for the medium color family. There's a light medium golden, a light medium neutral, and a light medium peach. So it's really nice and easy to know exactly what undertone it is, what kind of tone category with the light medium, dark, you know, that kind of thing. I got the light medium range and then also the medium ranges here as well. First off the bat, looking at them, they look quite similar if I'm honest. The light medium could have definitely been a little bit more light, you know, it still looks kind of medium. I haven't even swatched this on my hand yet, so this is like first impressions. Oh, okay, I like the doe foot applicator. Let's see how creamy this applies on. Oh, it's very smooth. And I can tell it gives a lot of coverage, which is great. But can you guys see, that's not really a light medium. I'm going to show you guys my normal light medium kind of concealer. This is from NARS. It's the shade Cafe Con Leche. This is the kind of colours that I normally kind of go for. See, it's a little bit lighter. I'm going to show you the medium golden. Let's swatch it next to light medium. Oh, okay, it's a very different undertone. It's definitely more orange. Oh, I don't know if I like that colour. That colour is very orange, the undertone. Maybe I'm just very pale right now. This one is medium golden, and then this one is light medium yellow. So I'm guessing yellow and golden is like a different undertone. What's the difference with the golden and the yellow? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do some swatches just in case you guys find it a bit hard to find colours online. I know that struggle, girl. So this is light medium pink. If you like something a bit more of like a pinky undertone for dark circles, I think you'd probably like that shade. For me, that is extremely pink. That's the colour that I would never go for normally. Okay, so next up we have light medium peach. You can definitely see the difference between how pink this looks and how peachy this looks. You know, this almost looks yellow next to the pink. And then next to it, I'm going to put light medium yellow. The peach and the yellow look quite similar, but this one definitely has more of that pinky kind of peachy undertone to it. Just by swatching it off the bat, I know this is going to give me a lot of coverage, and it kind of looks like it kind of dries down as well, which is quite nice. So maybe that prevents creasing. Okay, next up in the swatches, I've got light medium golden. So this one's definitely a little bit deeper. The undertone is definitely a bit more orange. Next we have medium peach. This one definitely has more of that peachy undertone. Very similar to the light medium peach. I almost feel they look kind of identical, if I'm honest. And then the last shade that I have to show you guys is medium neutral. So this is not meant to lean too yellow or too pink. I kind of feel like this is all the medium category. It doesn't really look like the light mediums on this side, don't you guys think? I'll probably say, looking at these swatches, the closest to my actual shade will probably be light medium golden, maybe, which is this one right here. But they're kind of oxidizing a little bit. Okay, next up we have the blurring tints, and I really like this packaging. It looks so nice and sleek. It really stands out in my drawer, and it's very like Jaclyn Hill, you know, with the whiteness. I feel like a lot of her packaging is like very white. This is also an airless pump as well, so I feel like you'll be able to get every single drop of your foundation, which is great. So I have the shades light medium, medium, and medium tan. So I'm a bit pale at the moment, so I'm guessing I'll be more on like the light medium side of things. Oh no, that is very peachy, girl. Oh, that undertone. What undertone is this, girl? Okay, let me try it on my face. I need something more on the yellow side. This one definitely has more like a peachy kind of finish. But when I'm rubbing it in, it's such a weird formula. It's kind of like bunching up. It's almost like a gel kind of consistency. I don't really have any product like that. Hopefully when it blends out, it might be a little bit nicer. Okay, the shade medium is definitely more of my undertone. It has more of like that yellow kind of finish that us NC30 kind of girls kind of go for. Okay, let's do medium next to it. Yeah, that shade is a lot nicer, so that's probably what I'm going to go for in this review. This formula is so weird though. Putting it on, I'm just like, oh, it kind of like, it's not really rubbing in. Okay, and I'm going to do a pump of medium tan as well. I feel like I'm running out of space on my arm. This one has more of that yellow kind of undertone as well. Probably a lot deeper. This is quite a big jump in between colours, I think. Because there's only 12 shades as well, so you're going to have to be very careful about what shade you go for, because if you're a shade in between that, you kind of have to buy both, you know. I know it's a tint, but the tint still kind of needs to match your skin tone, you know what I'm saying? All 3 shades right here, I'm going to go in with the medium shade. Okay, just quickly, I am wiping off the products on my hands, and look at these concealers. They are staying put, girl. Let's try wipe this arm swatches off. Oh my god. Is this exciting, or is this a little bit alarming that it's so long wearing? God damn. That kind of scares me a little bit, if I'm honest. Half of me is like, oh, it's going to be so long wearing. The other half of me is like, oh my god, I'm going to look like a cakey bitch. I'm actually going to try out a product that I found the other day, and I haven't used it yet. It's from Jaclyn Cosmetics. So I thought, perfect time to try it with her new skin collection. This is the Jaclyn Hill Skin Perfecting Oil Primer. I've never heard of an oil primer before. I have oily skin, so I don't know how it's going to go. It has this drop tip applicator. I actually saw someone use this on TikTok. And I was like, oh, let me try it. I've never used an oil as a primer before. Straight off the bat though, that smells synthetic, girl. That smells like straight up oil. I'm only going to apply it on my outer perimeter because I have oily skin, so I don't want to be putting it up in my oily ass T-zone, you know. Feels quite nice. I think if you've got very dry skin, you would love this. I don't know why recently, I feel like whenever Jaclyn launches something, she never really talks about it anymore. And I'm like, girl, it's your brand. You need to be the one uploading the YouTube video first, girl. I think nowadays, sometimes she just launches something on her stories and then that's it. So it makes me think like, are you really making these products, you know? Is it really you, or is it like Morphe behind the scenes? And then she just has a contract to do a couple stories. I don't know. What do you guys think? That glow primer, oh, that's very nice, you know? It almost feels like my nighttime skincare routine. So I'm a little bit worried of putting makeup on this, but I guess it's kind of formulated to be a primer. Okay, it feels very smooth. You can see that kind of glow. Oh, I really like this, you know? The only thing is, it smells very synthetic though. Okay, so I'm gonna do one side of this with my fingers, the other side with a brush. I'm gonna do one pump. So let's put on this side my fingers. I normally never put on foundation with my fingers, but I saw her do that in her video, so I'm like, okay, follow the leader, follow the leader, leader, follow the leader. Okay, this definitely doesn't give you much coverage, okay? It's definitely more of a skin tint. I'm definitely not one of those people that has amazing skin that they can just put on like a tinted moisturizer and run out the door. Girl, I need me the coverage. I need that buildable coverage at least, you know? It kind of done a little something. It kind of took away a bit of the redness. I feel like maybe because I'm using my fingers, I feel like I'm wiping away all the coverage. I don't know how people do this. How do people put on their foundation with the fingers, girl? In a world of beauty blender and brushes, why would you still use your fingers? Okay, what do you guys think? Very natural. You can see it just evened out my complexion a little bit. I can still see a lot of redness. I still got like acne scars here. But I think if you just wanted to have that no makeup look, I think it's actually quite nice, you know? On this side, I'm going to use a brush. I hopefully will get more coverage from the skin tint by using a brush. I feel like this kind of product needs a brush over a sponge. I feel like the sponge will definitely absorb a lot of the product. This is a Real Techniques 204 brush. I really like this brush for foundation. It definitely looks very skin-like. Like, I feel like I've got a lot of dimension still in my skin. It doesn't mattify my skin. It doesn't look overly very shiny as well. It's sometimes the problems that I find when I go for skin tint. Sometimes I feel like they make me look really oily. I feel like the brush has definitely given me a little bit more coverage. I feel like I can pounce the product on and work the coverage up a little tiny bit, not by much. When I was using my finger, I was kind of like, every time I swiped, I kept blending away the coverage a little bit. Giving my face just a little bit of like a tint, just a little bit of something, you know, just a bit of colour onto my skin. I look good, I like it, it looks great. Time for concealer now. This is a shade medium in tint. So I'm going to try light medium yellow. Okay, oh, it goes on very smooth. As soon as you put this on, it feels like it glides on the skin, which is great. The colour is a little bit deeper though, I'm not gonna lie. This is light medium, but it's kind of almost a little bit darker than the medium skin tint. Okay, and then I also gonna put some a little bit around my nose, a little bit on my chin as well, where I get a lot of redness. Okay, so I've let this concealer sit on my skin for maybe about 30 seconds to a minute. But can you guys see that this concealer definitely oxidizes? On the areas here where it's a little bit thinner, the colour looks completely different. Like this bit here is a lot lighter, and then just around the rim it looks like I've used a completely different colour concealer. That's a little bit alarming. Normally you never really find concealers oxidized. Normally it's always foundations. Okay, so I'm going to use a damp sponge and just buff that in. Oh fuck. Oh no, it's one of those concealers that you can't let dry in. Oh my god, I just ruined my whole face. It's not blending out. This is an emergency right now. I cannot blend this out. It's not blending out. It's literally staying in that shape. That looks so patchy. I feel like they didn't really say anywhere that you need to blend fast with this, because this dries down so quickly. This is my first makeup video of 2022, and this is how my makeup is looking. Oh, hell to the no, bitch. What the hell? That has literally caked up. This is a disaster. Okay guys, we're going to be taking this off. I ruined my makeup. I feel like I need to retry the concealer and blend it straight away as soon as I applied it. I still like the idea of the concealer setting itself, but I just didn't blend fast enough. Taking off that concealer, we're going to put the base back on with the brush. And this time I didn't put on the facial primer, so let's see what finish it is. Is it still as glowy without the primer? I should have moisturised at least though, goddamn. Now that I haven't got that facial primer, I definitely feel like this is a lot more matte. Definitely not as glowy anymore. How crazy is that primer really changed the product application? Now that I haven't got primer on my skin and I'm just applying it bareback, I definitely feel like the product is a lot more drier. Not really in a bad way though. It's not emphasizing any dry flakes, but it's definitely not as glowy as it was when I applied on with the facial primer. So I think if you've got a dry skin, you'd really like this actually. So this is what the skin tint looks like by itself. Girl, where's the coverage at, girl? I need me some more coverage. Okay, so I'm gonna apply on the concealer underneath my eyes and then blend it out straight away. I feel like that needs to be a bit more apparent. This is why she needs to make the damn YouTube video showing you guys how to damn use it, you know? The IGTV is not enough. I feel like it's coming off on my sponge. What am I doing wrong, girl? What am I doing wrong? This concealer is definitely very matte. It's so weird because as soon as you first put it on, it's so creamy. I feel like if you are a person that doesn't really like to powder your skin a lot, I feel like you probably like this because it kind of sets down by itself. The only thing is though, I do feel like as I'm using my sponge, it's also drying down on my sponge. Okay, can you guys see that it's kind of like bunched up on my sponge? When I'm pouncing the product on, it's almost kind of like lifting off the sponge as well. This is probably the fastest setting concealer I've ever used. It's also very extremely matte as well. I probably would not be using this if I've got like a blemish, you know, when you get one of those like crackly dry ass spots and you want to spot conceal. This would not be the concealer that I would go in with because it might emphasize some dryness, girl. The shade for me is a little bit off. I think if you have a medium tint, you should be able to go in with a light medium concealer and for it to be a little bit lighter. I do feel like it's almost made the foundation a little bit deeper, even though it's a light medium and I'm using a medium tint. So that doesn't really go along very well, if I must say so myself. This is just with natural window lighting, by the way. I'm using no artificial lighting. This is literally what it looks like in daylight, right up close. Okay, I'm gonna go finish off my makeup and I'm gonna come back to you guys with my final thoughts. Okay, I am back. Oh, I feel like my eyes are like done now, you know? I feel like without the lower lash line, without the inner corner, I was kind of looking a little bit top eyelid heavy, but now it's kind of balanced out. I went for like a more pink lip liner. This one is from Colourpop in the shade Bumble. Went in with this lipstick from Vive. It's in the shade Treasure and it's like a really nice peachy nude. Let's get into the review, the meat and bones, why you guys really clicked on this video. Little things that I picked up on was when I was putting on my bronzer and also when I was putting on my blusher, I found that I had to be very careful because it kind of like picked up some of my blusher and it didn't apply on as smoothly. I don't know if you guys can see, but from up close there's certain little patches. From afar you can't really notice, okay, you can probably get away with it, but there's definitely little patches here. I don't know if it was the concealer, I don't know if it was the tint. My blusher normally goes on a lot more smooth. So that is it for my first ever review of 2022. Overall, the skin tint I would recommend if you like something that is very lightweight in coverage, quite thick in formula. I feel like you would like this product because it feels like you have something on your skin but it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy, it doesn't look overly shiny, it doesn't look overly matte. I definitely am going to try this as a face primer because I feel like this will make an amazing face primer because it's almost a little bit tacky when you apply it onto your skin. It does have a little bit of fragrance in it though. When I was blending it onto my skin and I was kind of like smelling the brush, it definitely gave like a waft of like perfume. Now that it's on my skin I can't smell it, but when I was blending it on I definitely smelled some sort of fragrance. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, maybe that might be a downside for you. And the concealers, would I spend my money on this? Probably not. I feel like there's so many other concealers out there that has probably the same amount of coverage and has a lot more blendability to it, because I normally like to put my concealer on, blend out my contour, then go back to my concealer. This says that it's a medium and buildable concealer. I feel like it's probably only a medium coverage because once you try to build on top of it, it takes away the first layer. So it's not really buildable if I'm honest, but I do wish that it had a little bit more playtime. As soon as this goes on top of your skin, you have to blend it out straight away. You can't be doing a little bit here and then leaving this side, because by the time you get to this side, it will dry down and it'll be impossible to blend out. Then you have to take off your makeup and redo it like me. I don't know if this camera will pick it up, but around here near my eyes, there's like a bit here that just wouldn't blend out. You can kind of see the little line of demarcation. You guys can see there's a little bit of concealer that just couldn't blend out. That's a little bit annoying. The powder I used today was the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and I did feel like like that really helped smooth out underneath the eyes. Initially, before I put on the powder, I felt like you could really see where the concealer was versus where the skin tint was. I do, however, want to try out this concealer with a more full coverage foundation. This is so lightweight, and this is almost too full coverage for this tint. So you can really see where there's like no foundation on the skin versus where the line of concealer is. I do still see blemishes popping through. Like I've got a spot here. I've also got dark spots here, and that tint along with the concealer didn't cover it up as much as I would have liked. That is it for my review. I feel like it looks amazing from afar, but when you go up close, you can start to see all the little bits where the concealer just didn't hit that spot, you know? Okay guys, so that is it for my first review of 2022. Who is excited for Thuy to come back to YouTube? I'm gonna be trying to upload as much as I can on my channel. I don't know if it will be every single week. It will be 2 videos. I'm gonna try my best, and I'm gonna put in so much effort to really get back on this YouTube grind and not burn myself out. I really want to enjoy it, and I have so many video ideas that I want to film with you guys. I actually just got an O Poly order come in, so let me know, do you guys want to see another try on clothing haul? Do you guys want to see my sister react to me trying on the clothing? Let your girl know what you want to see next, and that's it for this video guys. I'll see you guys on Sunday for another vlog. Bye! See the colours that I bought. Ah! I'm fucking dropping everything. My first review and it's a flop. If you hear knocking in the background, Gran is doing some more DIY around the house. Hello, focus, you little bitch. Have you guys been seeing me on the mirror, sitting on my table back there the whole time? Hey! Hey ass! Ooh! I'm gonna redo this bad boy. I got a bogey in my nose. What the hell? Why is the bats in the cave?